NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's Allen on first and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie from 10 yards out. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Miami. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back.
Stuffed on Diggs. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter. It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. To aim the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Tua now on 1st down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Now a timeout called for, but their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd.
Tua sets up to pass it.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And
oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
That's a play that might be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Allen will try to throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
2 now on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now Allen. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Oh, hit as he and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tua on 4th down. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, here's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Sanders now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Phillips make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Allen gonna go on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they give him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It certainly is.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So Allen's going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 30 yards. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. And some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is that...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And, my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.